Hello, hello, hello. This is Ross Fertel. I am faithful reader on the forums, and welcome to a series that I call Drive from Work. What I'll do is I will look at the cards that are revealed via the website, via social media, via smoke signal, via telepathy, and I will go into a bit of a deep dive with them on my way from work, incorporating as much as I can from comments that I see during the day. Remember, I am driving, so it's not like I can specifically refer to cards on my laptop or anything. But we have some cards today for a new set, Realm of Fear for 2nd edition. 4 cards revealed. Nathan did go into a lot of depth with his intro article today. But looking at them individually, we're going to start with a card that I personally think is a little overcosted. It's a dilemma if the shoe fits. On the surface it looks good, and capturing has never been cheap, especially with dilemmas, which would save you a lot of resources. It's never been cheap, but for something that just captures one personnel that you get, that your opponent gets to choose, 3 seems a little bit on the high side. 4 seems a little bit on the high side, especially since if they're in your discard pile, there might be a way to get them back easier than being in a brig. With a brig, you generally need specific tech to get them out. If they're in your discard pile, it's a little easier to do so. So, yeah, price is a little high, but it is still a good card to have in your dilemma pile if you want to go the capturing route. It doesn't go too badly with hostage negotiation. It's a good way to get a hostage, to get someone in your brig for that, which would give you a discount later with hostage negotiation. So yeah, not a bad card for a dilemma pile. Speaking of cards that are overcosted, but one that has a means with which to decrease its cost, Flaming Brand. It is a hand weapon, costs 4, -1 for each Bajoran resistance personnel you've got in play. That is good. If you pay any non-zero number for this, I want to know what's going on. Is it really early? Were you just needing to get it out? It's a card that you probably want to wait, and if you pay more than 1 for it, there's probably a situation for it. I'm just not sure what it is offhand. You might just want to have patience unless you just really want to get it out. I imagine by the time it's useful, you probably already have at least a handful of Bajoran resistance personnel out in play. But as a hand weapon, there are uses that it has, especially with the cost 0. So I'm going to try and put in the video description down below a link of, all cards that have the word hand weapon in their text. Obviously, not all of them are Bajoran friendly. There are quite a few cards that require the use of a non-hand weapon equipment. If you want to use those cards, you've got Trellium D. But as Nathan pointed out in the article, this is a good way to use a cheap equipment discard as a way to pay for losing 5 points. Good addition to that deck. And then the final 2 cards revealed today expand the concept of paranoia a bit. Originally, it was more of a Earth icon thing than an original series thing, but both factions play into this, and the set Realm of Fear originated as a way to separate the original series icon from the Earth icon. That errata happened on Monday, but these cards add to their respective factions. I'm going to start with one that will definitely be riskier. Completely blanking on the name. I think it's Let Them Die. It's the original series card. But anytime a personnel is killed, you immediately remove someone from the game from that same selection. If you're doing a kill pile, this is good. Note that this also affects you. So if your opponent comes after you for any reason, you could be in danger. Also note that this can hurt you more than it can hurt your opponent. Remember, you played on your turn, so if you are going to do a mission attempt, it can hurt you. It can hurt you because it plays on your turn. So you want to be strategic with when you play this. You do need to have 3 TOS personnel out, but you'll want to be careful with this card. Also note that it affects each player each turn. So if you are able to get an opponent's personnel to somehow die on your turn, they will also have to remove someone from the game. It's a cheap card. It is very effective. I imagine it'll lead to some wild, fun games. All right, and then moving on to the final card today, Rapid Mobilization. It gives you a discount of 1 counter for your Earth security personnel, but the drawback is each non-Federation personnel you play... the first non-Federation personnel you play is cost +1. The first Earth Icon security personnel you play is cost -1 each turn. Words, not like they're important or anything. Cost 0. It's a good card to have, especially if you have no non-Federation personnel. Note that Odo is a bit of a wash, since he has security with the Earth Icon, which gives him a discount, but he's also a non-Federation personnel, so he does have the +1 increase. But yeah, just make sure you don't have a lot of Federation personnel, and make sure you've got a lot of security personnel, which the deck pretty much has. So there are some spoilers on Facebook. I will not be covering them today. Expect me to cover them tomorrow. 4 cards is a lot of cards to go through. But yeah, I will be going through these with the cards that are revealed every day until the day before release. So that's going to be April 24th. The set releases on the 25th. All right. Thank you very much for listening. I'm just approaching a red stoplight. And to fill the time, you do want to, it is worth your time to go look at the spoilers on Facebook. I imagine one of them will be very, very popular. All right. I am at a stoplight. Thank you very much for listening, and hope you have a good day. All right. Bye-bye.